many times have you wanted to end your music with something cool that kind of echoes and rings out kind of like this? Or maybe you need to add the effect to a voice where you hear the echo and it delays and goes out like this. Hello! Hello! Or maybe you've got some sound effects that could really use that kind of delay effect or that echo effect. Check out this clip. This is if we did not put the effect on there. Check it out. And now here's the clip again if we add in a little delay to one of our sound effects here and just makes it sound better and adds more dynamics to the shot here. So it's really not as hard as you might think to create this effect here in DaVinci Resolve, and there's two different ways that you can do it. I've got a preferred method here which I'll talk about in a minute, but let's jump into Resolve and I'm going to show you how to create this delay effect or this echo effect for any of your audio. Let's check it out. Alright, so we're here in Resolve. Let's talk about the first way that I like to be able to have something echo out or ring out or, a delay effect applied to some audio clips. So the first one we're going to look at here is with the sword chopping the cork off the end of the bottle here. So here's what it looks like before we put any delay on it. Okay, it's all right. It's not bad, right? It's kind of cool, but I think it could be cooler if we delay that sound effect out, right? So you might be thinking, well, why don't I just drop an echo onto that particular clip? And you could do that, but if I come to my effects library, make sure that's open, your Fairlight effects, I've got echo right here, and I am in the edit page right now, just so you know. If I drag and drop that onto my particular clip here that I want to echo out, I'm going to put it on there, and let's just increase the delay time a little bit here so it rings out for a little while. I'm going to close that, and now let's solo this track. Let's hear how this sounds. Okay, now what did you notice? Right when it gets to the end of that clip, that echo stops. So even if I make the clip a little shorter here, listen what happens. Notice how it stops right at the end of that clip. It doesn't ring out. So how do we do that? My favorite way to do that is to actually apply the effect onto the track. Now you can do it here in the edit tab, but I like to jump over into Fairlight just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I'm going to jump into Fairlight right here. Now I want to have a track that's only going to have the things I want to delay. Now we can just take little pieces of a clip and drop it into this track that's going to have the delay on it. So that way we don't have to have everything delay in a particular audio clip or a section of audio. It can just be the little part that we want. So here's what I would do. I'm going to go ahead and make a new track by right-clicking New Track, Stereo. Now I'm going to call this Delay/Echo. And now what I want to do is put anything that I want to echo or delay and have that ring out. I want to put it in this track. So in this case, I'm going to select my clip. I'm actually going to come over to my inspector and remove the effect that we already put on there because we know that's not going to work. But if I put it on the entire track by coming over into my mixer, so make sure you got your mixer open right here. Come on over to track number 3 here. I'm going to go ahead, hit the effects. I'm going to come down to delay, Fairlight effects, and echo. I'm going to add on some echo. Now we have that echo applied to our entire track. So what I'm going to do is take this clip that I've already got over here, and now I can either copy it down so that I've got 2 instances of it and one of them will ring out, or I can just move the whole clip down. That works too. So in this case, I'm just going to move the whole clip straight down. So now when I play through my clip, listen to it, and we should hear it echo and ring out. I'm going to solo it, and here we go. So you can hear it ring out past the clip, right? So now maybe if I shorten the delay time down a little bit so we get a little more echoes going on in there. Let's come down around there. All right, now listen, and as long as I let the playhead go, it's going to continue to ring out until that effect dies out. So you can see how it rings out. It doesn't just stop at the end of the clip. So not only can you set up a track with the delay effect or the echo or the reverb or whatever it might be that you want to ring out, you can also set up a bus and do it that way and send items to a bus. But you would still need to have them in your own track, but you can do it either way. It just depends on the effect that you're looking for and how you want to accomplish it. Let's take a look at a piece of music here that we want to echo and ring out after the music stops, because right now it just kind of stops, and here's what that sounds like. Right? But we want that to ring out because, well, we think it might sound a little cooler, right? So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make a cut in our audio clip here, and I'll come like maybe right about there. And I'm just going to drag this down to a new layer here. Now we want to apply our echo effect onto the entire track so that way that effect rings out and it doesn't stop at the end of the clip. So I'm going to come into my audio track number 2 right here. I'm going to click on my effects. I'm going to go down to delay, Fairlight effects, and echo. Now I'm just going to change the preset here to a large hall up at the top just so we can see how it works here. I'm going to close that. So now once it hits this clip here, it's going to echo and it's going to ring out. So if I play through the end of my clip, here's what it sounds like. And we can hear it keeps ringing out. And even if I shorten this clip a little bit, it'll still ring out. It doesn't stop at the end of the clip. Now, let's play it back from here. And you might notice sometimes when you're doing it with like music or something, it might sound a little odd. So listen to, it sounds like there's a little jump here. Listen. You can almost hear a little break there, right? So if we don't want that to happen, what we can do is actually just keep the original portion of our clip up on the top track, right? And just grab the part we want to echo or delay out and put that on the new track that has the delay effect on it. So then it should sound pretty seamless. Check it out. So there you go, that works out pretty good. So by putting your effect onto a track and putting just the piece of your audio clip onto that track that you want to delay or echo, that's the best way and the easiest way and the quickest way to be able to do this. Now, you might run into some issues where, hey, maybe I'm at the very end of my timeline, it's the very end of my video, and the audio just stops and it doesn't ring out. How do I fix that? Well, check this out. So, for example, I'm going to jump back into the Edit tab real quick. So watch how it works once I'm back in the Edit tab here. If I play through the clip, it's going to echo, but then it's going to stop right at the end of my clip. So pull this guy in just a touch. Check this out. And my playhead stops because I don't have anything in my timeline after that. So if you're at the very end of your video, you do need some space at the end of your video. So the easiest way to get around this and having it not stop so that it does ring out is that you just need something farther down in your timeline. And you can use just a blank adjustment clip if you want. For example, I'm going to come to my effects library right here. We're going to go to effects. I'm going to grab an adjustment clip which has nothing on it. I'm just going to put it at the end of my video here. Now the playhead will continue to play and we'll get our ringing out and echo effect. Check it out. And now wherever my video ends, I can just make an out point like that. I can cut my clip and shorten it, however you want to do it to end your video. That works out fine, but you need that little bit of space at the end of your track or the end of your video there so that you can have that effect ring out. Otherwise, it's not going to ring out. So before we get into checking out the second method here on how you can do this effect on a particular clip, I want to thank today's sponsor, and that is Motion Ray. Motion Ray is awesome. I've been using them for a long time. All of the video clips, the sound effects, and the music that you're hearing in today's video come from Motion Ray, and all of their assets are high quality stuff. I mean, I go there for everything to really just kind of sweeten up my video. I really do like Motion Ray. I've been using them for quite some time now. I feel like they just really help bring my videos to that next level. You don't have to go out and create things from scratch. You can jump on there, find awesome overlays, find cool text that you can put in your video, find motion graphics or music or sound effects, whatever it might be. It's kind of like a one-stop shop for all of your video assets. And it's just going to help your audience stay more engaged with your videos, make it more enjoyable to watch, and save you some time while you're trying to edit together your videos. So if you want to check out Motion Ray, I got a link in the description down below. Go hit that up, check it out, try it out, and see how it is. I think it's really going to be a huge benefit for you guys. I like it, and that's why I'm telling you guys about it. So a huge thank you to Motion Ray for sponsoring today's video. Now let's jump back into Resolve, and I'm going to show you the second way that you can get in there and have your echo and delay effects ring out. So let's talk about the second method here that we can have our audio effect ring out, or our delay, our echo, our reverb ring out. Let's say we only want to apply it onto one particular clip, not onto the whole track, because you just don't feel like doing that. So let's grab our clip here. I'm in the edit page right now, and I'm going to drag my little end of the music here. And before I apply the effect, again, here's what it sounds like. And it stops right at the end of my clip. Well, we want that to extend out. And in order to do that, you might think, well, I'm just going to drop the echo effect onto my clip, right? But if we do that, check this out, it doesn't continue to ring out. I'm just going to select large haul here. Here's what that sounds like. And it stops at the end of the clip. The reason is we need a longer audio clip in order for that echo, the delay, the reverb, whatever it is, to ring out, right? We need extra audio clip there for it to ring out. Well, if this is the only clip I've got, how do I make that longer? It's pretty easy. So the first thing you need to do is actually delete the audio effect off of this clip. So I'm going to come to my Spectre, Effects, delete that effect. So now what I'm going to do is come to my audio clip here, and I'm just going to copy it 2 more times using the Option or Alt key and just clicking and dragging it. Now in these 2 copies, I'm going to take the volume and I'm going to drop it down to 0. Because we don't want any audio in those, we're going to use these to make our audio clip longer. So now that we've got this set up, we're just going to select our 3 clips, right click, come on up to New Compound Clip. Go ahead and click Create. Now we have a longer audio clip where our echo or our delay is going to be able to ring out. So now I'm going to go ahead, back up to my effects and my audio Fairlight Effects, grab my echo. Now I'm going to drag it and drop it onto my particular clip. Let's go ahead and change that to large hall again. And now if I play through my clip, it's going to ring out as long as the clip is that we have in our timeline. Check it out. So you can hear it ringing out there. Because our audio clip is longer, it's got the time for that delay to continue. Now you can make this audio clip as long as you want and change your delay as long as you want. And as long as you've got space in that audio clip, that delay or that echo or that reverb or whatever it is going to go ahead and ring out. All right, guys, so there you go. Making an echo or delay effect here with your audio. Super easy, super simple. A huge thank you to Motion Array for sponsoring today's video. All these assets did come from Motion Array. The video, the sound effects, the music, everything came from Motion Array. So thank you to Motion Array for sponsoring today's video. And if you want some awesome assets for your video that really just help take it to the next level, check out Motion Array. Link in the description down below. With that said, guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.